Alright guys, let's head back down to the pits of Gehenna with our dude Cornhole or something like that. Cornholio, the Minotaur. Cornhole. Yeah, I had it right. Alright. So right here we got one of these little Gehenna's Lowest, although you'll see the yellow swirl beneath him indicates he's a missile variant. He's a rock-throwing Gehenna's Lowest. Gives him a 33% distance strike. The main ability of Gehenna's Lowest is if they're killed, there's a 35% chance they instantly return to life with full health. So they can be difficult to put down permanently, but they won't be hard. Right now we have the 80%, right, because we drank that agility potion, dexterity potion, whatever it was. Let's try and kill this guy. You just saw the distance strike right there. Monster strikes from a distance, rock throwing Gehenna's Lowest misses. So distance strike gives a chance that you don't get to swing at them that round. In this case, 33% chance. It's dead. Does it stay dead? It does. Let's get more of these guys, quick. That one's dead. Stay dead. Come back here. Dead, stay dead. Grab the gold. That was platinum, actually. Holy crap, are we getting lucky, guys. There's 5 of them down. Where will we find more quickly before my agility wears off? Too late. I see one way over there. Oh, here's one. Now we're down to a 30% chance. That's okay, though. Oh, he came back to life. And again. Come back here, buddy. We're standing on mine tracks here. I can hear the mine cart rolling along somewhere nearby. There it is. So this mine cart is going to move. It's a slow-moving mine cart. It'll move slowly along this track until it leaves the map. Like the trolley in Mr. Dressup, if you know what that is. We can jump in it and ride with it to the other location. It'll take us to a mine of some sort. It takes a dexterity check to jump in. An easy dexterity check because it's slow-moving. We'll probably leave the map that way. There's also a vortex here. Unlike the stairs we took down, which led to 1 level down, the vortex will lead to 1 level down, or 1 level up, or 1 level sideways, or a lair or a legendary land, which is a pre-made map. No telling where it'll take you. Portcullis, can't open that unless we can figure out the lever to open it, although it looks like there's probably nothing beyond it worthwhile. It must be like a cage where they keep people or something. Ooh, we found our first trinket. A crate of imported tobacco. That is it's a large trinket. You can see it takes up 3 inventory slots. But it's worth 375 gold pieces if we can find a smuggler to sell to. We saw a couple of them. I think the last one we saw died, though. Carry it for now, for sure. Mid-power scroll. Don't know what it does without runic lore. Oh, I thought I saw that flicker. This is an illusory wall. We can walk right through it. Here's some gold. Let's go ahead and grab that, too. We can only carry right now 60 gold because we have 60 strength. Unless we had other modifiers, you can only carry as much gold as you have strength. So we're going to probably throw this all into the temple right here so we can gather more. Alright, that thing's dead. There's a lot of gems down in the chasm. We may have to jump down inside there. Let's walk along the railroad track for now or whatever. Oh, wisdom token. There's a... or totem, pardon me, not a token. As long as it remains in our inventory and our magic item use skill is at least basic, our intelligence attribute may not be lowered. So we have magic item use basic. So as long as we keep this in our inventory, our intelligence can't ever be drained. I'm going to jump down into the chasm and hope I don't regret it. You can see there's different types of chasms here. Like this is gently sloping. This is standard. This one, for instance, is treacherous. It dictates how hard a dexterity check you need to enter without getting hurt. Or to exit without getting hurt. So we tried to climb down, we slipped and fell in. Took 3 damage. Oh, son of a bitch. And we triggered a booby trap there. There's a booby trap. It's a spike-bottomed slide trap. So we're sliding down to the next level, whereupon we will hit spikes. Ouch. Son of a bitch. Alright, I really looked forward to checking on the mine, but I guess we're on dungeon level 3 now. That sucks. Let's go ahead and open this coffin, this nice evil act. It'll make our god happy. Signet ring. Give me 1 second. So signet ring is like the Oh, okay, there's a mistake. Nice. There's a nice little bug I can fix. You've released a Gehenna's Lowest crawling corpse. We actually released a crawling corpse, but for some reason it's saying Gehenna's Lowest crawling corpse. Let me write that down. I will tend to that. Coffin. That's probably summon random undead is likely the the culprit here. Gehenna's crawling corpse. I'll remember what that means. Alright, I'll fix that in between if I can figure out what the heck happened. I probably didn't clear out the the buffer that holds the name of the monster, because obviously we were just fighting a bunch of Gehenna's lowest. My guess is that name is still in there. The buffer that would be known as returned monster name. And it's just appending crawling corpse to that without clearing it out first. So I'll write down the word clear for myself. Never seen that before. Cool. Okay, so we got a crawling corpse. This is a new monster in this particular... Let's step away from it. In this particular version of the game. The newest version. So if we look down here, you can see the stats in the bottom right corner. It is very slow. That is the only monster that starts out very slow. It means it moves like once every 3 or 4 turns. So we can stay away from it easily. There is a 5% chance it causes a disease called black gut when it hits us. Has a little bit of physical resistance, total toxin resistance. We can probably take it pretty easily though. Let's put back on. No, let's leave our horns as our hands, so we have no penalty to hit with our various weapons there. Alright, it's dead. The signet ring is like the crate. Only it's only worth 50 gold, and it's one inventory slot. Let's not take it yet. Let's walk around with our torch. Well, our torch ends in 8 turns. Fuck it. Let's get rid of the torch and pick up the signet ring. There's a kobold over here. Kobold. Let's go get it. It was walking around on some luminescent mushrooms, which... Oh, we're not fighting it. What the hell? Of course. You can see the kobold, if you look right here, is a goblinoid. And Hornus doesn't want us to kill goblinoids. So we've got it set. Our combat state is set to selectively fight, which means don't fight things that'll get you in trouble. If I right-click this, it'll show us the things we're set to not fight. So I could turn this to fight, and then we can fight them normally, or I can leave it at don't fight. It's set that way because we worship Hornus. These are set to don't fight because we can't really hurt them unless we have a magical weapon or something. No, so no point in wearing down your weapon, right? We could also just do this. Now we're set to don't fight. Now we're set to fight, which would override anything in here. But okay, let's try not to kill the kobolds. They're not worth a lot of experience, and no point in pissing off Hornus for that little pittance, you know. Let's grab some silver. It's worth about half as much as gold is. Let's grab some gold. We're not touching that damn head this time. Learned my lesson. Matter of fact, let's drink this unknown potion in the hopes that it is a restorative potion. Somebody just died. Another dexterity potion. Wow, those are uncommon. Let's find something to kill fast. That's not a kobold. This is a kobold tribal leader. Has higher attack and defense than others. All kobolds gain attack plus 10 while tribal leader is alive. Let's make sure we check out any other kobolds we see. Let's not kill it right now. Make sure they do have a green attack rating, signifying they have an elevated attack. To make sure that's not broken, you know. Okay. Either it's not colored right, or it's not working. I'm going to go fix both of these right now, guys, because I want to be able to test this. I'll fix the Gehenna's lowest thing. That should be easy enough. I'll try to figure out why this thing is not reflected in this guy's attack rating. Let's make sure we read that right. All other kobolds gain attack plus 10. Alright, I'm going to go check that out right now, guys. I'll be back in a minute. Bye. Oh my god, guys. I am such an idiot. That was a split second for you guys. I've been gone for 5.5 hours, during which time I spent the most of that trying to track down exactly what crazy-ass bug was causing this one kobold. Where did it go? One kobold right here to have only an attack value of 14 when it should have an attack value of 24. Based on that monster, that kobold leader we saw. Turns out there's no error. I tried everything I could think of to track down that bug. I tried cutting out pieces of code and compiling to see what effect that had, and remming out other pieces at 5.5 hours. Only to watch back the footage and realize that earlier we fought this kobold, sort of. Because we worship Hornus, we weren't swinging at it, it was swinging at us. It hit twice. And our acidic gauntlets had lowered its attack value exactly by 10, which is the amount that the kobold tribal leader should add. So that is with its plus 10. That's why it has 14 and not 4. 5.5 hours. Alright, that's done. It's done. We're back. Let's keep going around this thing, and there's going to be a lot of kobolds here, of course, because when a kobold tribal leader comes into play, it spawns a bunch of extra kobolds as followers. So let's try to avoid them for now. We're actually kind of hurt, aren't we? Got a mid-power scroll we can rely on if we absolutely need to. Let's grab... No, we can't grab any more gold, or it might be too much for us to carry. Disruptive aura. Okay. The disruptive aura is when you enter them. You can't see them until you step on them, unless you detect them somehow. They take away all your anything you have going on, like buffs or debuffs, all disappear when you step in it. We didn't have any buffs or debuffs, so it doesn't matter. There's the temple. This is snow. It'll cause us 1 cold damage if we enter. Let's not enter it. We have no reason to. Let's examine this shell. So we found a falter spellbook. Let's grab that up and learn it. Drop the signet ring. Pick up the falter spellbook. Let's learn it. That'll give us it's a low power charm. It's a cantrip. Let's go ahead and learn it. You can see we have 3 spells known out of 4 possible spells. Or 3 out of 3, actually. Why did we have 4 out of 3 is what we really have, is because this is a cantrip. It doesn't count towards known spell limits. This is a very, very weak spell. It will, for 0 to 2 turns, prevent the monster we're fighting from casting spells. So quite a weak spell. I did also mention Dameron's Doubt in the last episode. It doesn't knock you down to 4 maximum spells. It knocks 4 maximum spells off the amount you can learn. So normally we could have 7. We're down to 3. I misquoted. Start grabbing up some more gold. Mist lizards. There you go. We healed ourselves. We've leveled up again, guys. We gained 2 max health. Our health is restored. We gain 10 attribute points. We gain 1 skill point. We have a new racial perk, Labyrinthine Instincts. So on any maps of Labyrinthine design, the linger threshold is pushed back by 400 turns. We'll be notified at the start of any map when this happens. Let's put this up to 30. 30, by the way, is the amount you need in any given stat to learn the corresponding skills to at least a basic level. So now we can theoretically learn skills in any of the categories based on our attributes. Let's look at another skill here. You know what? Let's take combat. We're having a hard time hitting some things to a degree because our dexterity started so low. Let's just go ahead and take combat. That'll give us plus 15 to hit, basic level. Alright, so the linger threshold. I mentioned that we would talk about something at the when it came up, but I'm going to talk about it now. When you enter a map, the game picks a number, usually between 900 and 1200, and that's the turn number that it assigns as the linger threshold. When you've been on a map that many turns, you'll get a warning to leave the map, and if you don't, every turn thereafter, there's a 1% chance something bad happens. This is a deep open pit. We could leap across it based on our strength. We'd have a 30% chance. If we fail, we're going to fall in and take 6 damage. Let's try and find another way around. Even if that means walking through the smoke here, we held our breath. There we go. There's a guardsman. Guardsman is a variant of gatekeeper. As you can see, guardsman has higher defense than other gatekeepers. It will drop a random armor if we kill it in our square. It does have a little better chance to hit us than we have to hit it. We do have the minimum 20% because of our thing. Let's go ahead and put on the ads, actually, with that in mind. Still 20% because of our wyvern amulet. Let's open this desk. Found a prayer of stone melting. That might be useful, actually. Let's go ahead and drop the hide helm, which we can't wear with our horns anyway. Take the prayer of stone melding. So prayers are like scrolls, but you know what they do in advance. Your chance of successfully using a prayer is based on your relationship with the god in question. This is a god to Fivriascus, or a prayer to Fivriascus. Fivriascus is a neutral god. Our Hornets won't care in the least that we pray to him. We'd have a 60% chance of success. If it works, we can walk through walls or so, or that type of thing for 21 turns. Another pilfer vine. Oh shit. Alright, it's dead. No, I guess we don't have to. Let's go down here. We don't want to kill the goblin because Hornets will get mad. We don't want to kill the kobolds because Hornets will get mad. I hear a hawk man out there. You can probably kill it. It's not a goblinoid. Unknown potion. Let's go ahead and pop that in the case it's restoration and gets rid of our Dameron's Doubt. No, it's a disease potion. Now we also have jungle palsy. We had a couple of diseases going on here. You just saw our primary weapon unequipped. Let's take a look at jungle palsy. So every turn, there's a 20% chance any weapon or shield we have unequips itself. We'll just walk around with our horns out for now. I'm going to leap across this pit. There were kobold eggs here. Some kobolds hatched from it already. Hawkman, let's go ahead and try and kill it. Its attack value is already down, of course, because it's hitting us in our acidic gauntlets there. Or pungent gauntlets. Gloves, whatever. Nothing but kobold eggs over here. It's like a little hatchery. Since we don't want to kill the kobolds, let's just stay away from them. Here's the stairs down. Tattered loincloth, we can wear that. Let's get rid of the hand wrap since we're wearing the gloves of agility anyway. Those are starting to get in a little bit rough shape. Give us an extra 2 defense as well. I guess we were naked till then. I don't want to jump across this. Even if I can, there's a deeply slumbering dragon here. We have a lot of treasure we can steal from it if we can sneak past it. Your chance of sneaking is based on your dexterity for these purposes. I might eventually change it to be based on your stealth skill. There is precedent for that. We've done that. We've used skills in that context with squares before. But I don't know. Let's not touch that head. Cooking fire. If we had any meat, we could cook it. There's that kobold tribal leader again. Prayer of unpredictable outcomes. Again, we could pray. That's a. I think it's either. I think that's an illumin prayer. It's a neutral prayer. This is slime. Every time we hit it, there's a 33% chance we heal it by accident instead of hurting it. It can also go through bars and bramble. It's just swarming insects. There's like a bunch of stinging bugs flying around. It's not. They're gonna move around in their pattern a bit. Let's go ahead and try and open the stone sarcophagus. It takes a strength check to open it. But it's too heavy for us right now. Alright, there's not much left on this level, guys. I think we've seen the whole level. Unless we leap across this. How hurt are we? Yeah, I don't want to mess with a dragon when I'm in my current state. We could love potion it, but then it would just go kill the goblins and kobolds for us, and that would just get us in trouble either way. So, let us instead go down. We got our first event, I think. I don't remember. Maybe we've had some. I don't remember. Yeah, I guess we had the tremors before. Moneyed monsters. Some of the creatures in Xaskazien service are surely on the payroll, but what's surprising is just how many of those are gathered here. Surely you deserve to be paid for services rendered, right? Well, let's take a look at what that means by looking at the event button right here. Moneyed monsters. While this event is ongoing, every time we kill a monster, we gain gold in the amount between 1 and 10 times the dungeon level. Not bad. We can get rich here. There's another lair entrance. This one goes to Ancient Jungle, a Euparkeria lair. We'll look at that later. There's a stone circle here. Could enter it and strange shit could happen. Let's look at that in a minute. Cloth armor, that's useful. Let's throw that on. Let's drop some stuff to do that. Let's go ahead and use the mid-power scroll. Of course. It's cursed. Cursed Scroll of Madness, we've been driven insane. We are now also insane. Insanity is a disease, sometimes inflicted by demons, other times by reading a cursed scroll that you shouldn't read. As long as you have it, your movement will occasionally be randomized. We got 3 diseases, guys. We're not doing the best. Let's go ahead and drop the Create Pit cantrip scroll. It doesn't really matter for us. If you're wondering what makes a cantrip scroll special, as opposed to like a cantrip spell, you don't need any runic lore skill to interpret what a cantrip scroll does. It's a giant maggot. Now's the time to kill it, because it'll seek out dead corpses later and eat them and get healed or stronger. So let's kill it now. Got money from the moneyed monsters. We're gonna need to find that temple before long, or else we're gonna be gathering gold and not be able to carry it. These are iron walls, can't be burrowed through, now that we have the ability to burrow anyway. But even monsters that can burrow can't. This is a ogre, or half ogre, pardon me. Let's stay away from it before we collect the money from it. Revenant rat, there's an undead rat that can cause another disease called tsunami fever. Let's not tangle with it just now. Let's try and figure out where the temple is and find something to get rid of these diseases, for God's sakes. Tiny health potion, that's worth carrying, but I guess we'll drop the ads. Take the tiny health potion. Actually, I think music might... Is the music playing really lightly? It is. I don't remember turning the music back on. Music volume's up to 1. I must have hit the hotkey. Keypad plus. That's fine. I'll leave it on. I don't know if you can hear that, but I can hear it. I'll leave it on nice and low. Oh, I'll turn it up. Bunch of gems over there. Let's try and get there. So we got to cross this like river of mud to get there. The danger with mud is it can be hard to leave. Once you enter it, you have like a chance based on your strength every time you try to exit it. If you fail, you don't exit the square. But on top of that, it could be quicksand, in which case you start drowning and still have to try and get out of the mud to get out of the square. So this is standard shallow mud. Pardon me. This is the one with the 2 feet prints is standard mud, harder to get out of. Deep mud is harder yet. Oh, we got a nice little gem room here. Let's take mining next as our skill. Let's go ahead and pay our respects at the sepulcher. We'll get some faith out of that. 20% chance that a random level appropriate undead monster will appear. Got 25 faith. I mean, there is a wild corpse that comes out of the sepulcher. So the wild corpse's special ability, every time it hits us, there's a 20% chance it causes 1 to 8 turns of insect swarm. Insect swarm, we will take 1 poison damage per turn until the insect swarm is gone. No, we're not trying to do that. In my crazy state, I mined into the wall. We could die here, guys. Let's get out of this mineable area. Let's go ahead and take the tiny love potion. And try and get out of the mineable area before we accidentally collapse the whole place on ourselves. We're swarmed for 3 turns too, jeez. Alright, it's dead. More gold. We gotta find that damned temple. The gems don't, of course, count towards our gold carrying limit because they're not gold, they're gems. It's a giant shrew. Can burrow through walls. Not iron walls, though. Stone coffer, again, heavy lid, but you try to lift. Let's go ahead and stick our hand in the flames as like a test of faith in the holy brazier here. 1 of 3 things will happen. Either nothing, or we'll just take heat damage, or we will gain faith. We took heat damage. There is a Compsognathus in here. It's just a standard little dinosaur, and nothing special about it other than that it's fast. Stuck in the mud, though. Not so fast are you now, compy. Oh, I forgot I was gathering gold there. We don't want to do that anymore. We're probably getting very full. We're completely filled up. Any more gold we find gets lost. Let's try not to kill anything right now. We're wasting the money monsters event. Oh, there's the temple. Alright, we leveled up again. Let's take mining this time for sure. Okay. Got a new class perk based on being a warlord of the gong show. When you ring a brass gong, after being told the outcome, you can choose to ignore that outcome and ring it a second time. We're going to try and level our health up here. Mining. There we go. Basic mining. Now when we try to mine a wall, there's a 50% chance it won't collapse, and we'll get the stuff out of it. $2 gold. Cheap. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and drink from this. Oh, we're not that... I was thinking we were still hurt. Oh, that's good. Fountain of Strength. We gained 10 points of strength. You can only drink at each fountain once. You can try to repair stuff here. We're not going to do that right now. We don't have any skill at repair. Don't have any skill at gambling. There's that new disease. So we now also have tsunami fever. We are the sickest Minotaur ever in existence. While it exists, our dexterity is treated as if it was half value. Son of a crap. Got 10 gold out of it, though. That was worth it. If you ever want to center the screen on your character, the default key is U. As in U, like center on U. You can, of course, rebind any of the keys any way you want. You can also press Control T here. That'll take us right to the temple. Control G will take us to the closest treasure. There you go. Control T. Got another fountain here. Not yet. Hand wraps, don't really need them. Let's try and kill the half-ogre. It's a giant type and a person, which means you get a lot of faith for it. There you go. Faith can be used to cast miracles. We've actually got quite a bit of faith here now. Let's go use some of our miracles right now, I guess. Let's cast Flesh of My Enemies on this corpse. Let's eat the corpse. And gain 1 strength permanently for the cost of 25 faith. Let's go do the same for the giant maggot. Unless we're really close to leveling up. Actually, let's not do that. Let's use Battle Harden. That'll give us 1 to 50 experience points. 19. I just want to level up here. We're close. 2. Come on. 29. How close are we now? We're like 4 experience. Let's just do one last round of it. Alright. New racial perk, Gore. You may activate this perk once per map to put into play a Balorizan's Rage effect, causing you to do 2 extra physical damage every time you hit for 30 turns. Let's try and remember we have that. Our health is 60. I'm going to put this into dexterity for now. Let's start mining again, because that way we can get more out of the gem walls over here. Let's go ahead and start mining that right now, before it's too late. Getting near the linger warning, probably. We now have a 75% chance of successfully mining, and if we fail, 50% chance of averting the cave-in. Yeah, like that. Ah! Hit a booby trap. It's a hex. Drained 80 points of faith from us. Another booby trap. Tiny blade trap did 6 points of damage. We are not having a very lucky Minotaur around here. 4 frickin' diseases. Let's go try and open that coffer. Maybe kill the shrew in passing. Come on. Oh, got 40 gold out of that. Let's bring this all back to the temple before facing the Gru, so we can still get the money for the moneyed monsters there. Found a treasure map, but we have no cartography skill, otherwise it would have put a bunch of treasure on the map for us. Some gold out of that. Uh-oh. What happened, guys? Oh, we have some sort of, I think, a freeze? Unless it's just delayed. Oh, there, it was just delayed for some reason. I'm not sure what that was about. Must have been my computer was doing something else for a minute there. There's the linger warning, guys. So, as you can see, if we go to the events page now, we do have a reminder that it's time to leave. 1% chance every turn we spend here that something bad happens. Let's keep exploring for a minute. Let's be a little risky. Collapsing seismic shifts and sinkholes wreak havoc with the underground of the caverns. Sometimes entire sections just collapse into the earth, like this level you're on right now. The floor beneath your feet is shifting. Be careful it doesn't crumble or collapse entirely. The ground will continue to turn into either crumbling floor or holes as long as you remain on this level. Let's risk it anyway. There's a possible way off the map via these mirrors, but there is a risk with the mirrors right now too. So you can see if we look into them, they could be insightful. We'd gain 1 to 10 intelligence points. That would be very useful. Wondrous, we would move to a new map in the same dungeon level, which is what I was hoping. You know, we could go to another dungeon level 4 instead of going down to dungeon level 5. Although we do have a lair exit off here, don't we, I think. Transformative, our strength and intelligence scores are both swapped. That would really be problematic for us. We'd suddenly have 30 strength and 72 intelligence. It could be evil. An enemy doppelganger appears with health equal to our max and other stats based on our own, or it could just be an ordinary mirror. Maybe we won't do it right now if we have the lair. Yeah, we'll take the lair exit off. Paper hat, we can't use that anyway. Let's go ahead and try and repair something. The punching gloves. Nope. We messed up the forge. Let's go down here and try out the stone circle. Let's enter it and see what happens. It's an admirable work of architecture, but nothing happens. This is a stone golem assembly table. We saw that homunculus table before. We could try to assemble a stone golem here. But if we fail, it'll explode. We only have a 15% chance of success with our intelligence. There's now also a volcanic overflow in play. The earth trembles. You heard something burst heavy in the distance. The smell of brimstone is thick. Lava has begun to spill into this level. It will slowly spread from its point of origin until it fills the whole map. There it is, spreading right there. Let's. We're gonna leave via this layer. Let's take just another few moments. We kill this revenant rat. It can't make us any worse. Can't give us more tsunami fever. Let's make sure we're keeping an eye that that's not spreading far, though. There you go. There's now another event, fuming. Fumaroles will continue to appear on this level as long as we remain here. This place is going to become very inhospitable if there's a fumarole. Let's get out of here. Lava spreading. Yeah, let's just leave. I think we've seen most of the map. We're not going to use those anyway. There were a couple of other forges we should have used while we were here. Maybe find out what this was. But let's get out of here. Into the ancient jungle, the Euparkeria worm lair. Euparkeria is a worm, that's all I was telling you in the brackets. Euparkeria are common in the ancient jungles within Fambrizul's ring. Fruit-bearing plants, foliage, bramble, and magical pools dot the terrain. Magical pools are a way we could heal, possibly. Get rid of our diseases, rather. Or get more. So does gold and dead adventurers past. Grab what you can and get out before the little bastards turn you into one of those latter. This might be dangerous, guys. Euparkeria are not that tough, but they have a skill. They automatically hit any enemy that has health less than their max health. So since we're already injured, they automatically hit us. If you're full health, they wouldn't. Let's... There's a well here. If we throw treasure down it, we have a % chance equal to the value of the treasure we threw down that we get a wish, which would give us 1 to 10 attribute points we can spend as we wish to increase those. It automatically hit us. Let's use our love potion. 75% chance it gets charmed. It didn't fail. The monster shows no interest in me as a potential mate. There's a cage here. The cage has a Beelzebub in it. Let's make sure we don't pull any levers. A lever will open that, and if we pull a lever and let out a Beelzebub, it'll kill us. Damn it. Yeah, we're gonna die here. This is a bad idea. Let's go and pick the fruit here. Got a carrot. Gives us back some health and spell points. Alright, let's go ahead and use it. Let's go ahead and scare this guy for no reason. Make him run away. And let's eat the carrot. A fig gives some faith and spell point gain. A tomato, that'll give us back a lot of health. Let's grab the tomato especially. We can't eat right now, unfortunately we are sated. The carrot filled us up for a bit. Another 84 turns before we can eat again. No cartography skill, guys. Unknown potion, let's definitely chug that and pray to God it is something that will help cure our diseases. Minor curative potion, that unfortunately works on poison, not diseases. As you see here, if we jump in the pool, like a fountain, it only works once. It has a bunch of different random effects, the first one of which is it could cure us of all of our diseases. We'll do it when it's time to leave, because one of the effects as well is you get an undertow and it drags you down to the next level. So we'll do it when it's time to leave and not before. Spellbook, raise temperature. I think it's a cantrip, so we can learn that. Yep, a cantrip for us. So that one, if there's ice or snow and stuff around, you cast this, it melts the ice or snow. Or if it's frigid water, it turns into warmer water, you know. Let's go ahead and search the dead body. We might get a disease out of it, but what the hell. Found 20 gems. Oh, moss-padded boots. We can't wear those. Let's just drop the boots. Something stinks over here with those flies. The stench clouds. Probably, based on how much it's spreading, probably like a dead animal. Yeah, it's a rotting animal carcass, so stay away from that. Weapon is stone. We can try to pull it out. Strength check. If we do, it'll be a legendary weapon. Let's see if we can get anything out of this. Oh, we did. Weapon, you pull from the stone, be Barden's dagger. Let's take a look at that. It's a standard dagger, 1 to 6 damage, but a 9% chance anytime you hit an enemy that the enemy is instantly killed. Completely. Just straight up assassinated. So that's a very powerful weapon. Let's go ahead and equip that, although it's just going to unequip because of our jungle palsy. Oh, there it goes. Oh, there's a smuggler. Sell him our crate of imported tobacco.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Be nice if we still had a signet ring too. There we go. We leveled up, guys. Gain 1 strength. Oh, there you go. 1 strength from our burly perk. Gain 2 max health. Health restored. Gain 10 attribute points. Gain a skill point. Okay. Our new class perk is Words Can't Hurt Me. This perk grants you plus 13% magic resistance as a warlord. Alright. I want to throw it all into health for now. I think we're going to take traveling to the advanced level. Lets us have an extra 5 slots again. More cloth armor. Let's carry it for now. Matter of fact, let's put on whichever one is in crappier condition. So we can drop the crappier one and have the good one left over. After the crappier one takes more damage. This is bramble. We'd have to hack our way through that. It'll damage our weapon while we try. My damn insanity keeps dancing me around it. Let's get recharge a wand, staff, or rod, but we don't have any. Let's go, let's eat one of these things, eh? How we doing? No, we don't need it right now. Jewelweed. It's alright. It's a herb. An herb. If we take it, 50% chance it lowers our level of poison by 1 level. If it doesn't do that, it will slow the poison for 60 turns. That's a Lastavian shrine. If we pray there, that's the worst thing we could possibly do to offend our god. Let's not do that. Lastaviarch is the god of the calling. He's like the guy who created the elves and god of like valor. Mid-power scroll. Oh, yeah. So we insanely jumped into this pit. Took 15 points of falling damage. Let's get out of it. Alright, let's go ahead and use the mid-power scroll. It might, if we're lucky, either summon something, or maybe it'll cure our diseases. No, it's a weapon mastery spell, so we can equip any weapon possible for 90 turns. Like if we had a weapon that's beyond our strength or beyond our training, we could wield it. We don't. Kind of irrelevant for us. Oh, damn it. Let's go ahead and search this dead body too. Found another scroll. There's a cantrip scroll, so we know what it is. Kindle. If there's a fire, like a cooking fire that's been extinguished, we can use this to relight it. Booby trap, spell drain trap. Drained all our spell points, or a chunk of them anyway. We didn't lose all of them. Why? Because of our willpower is basic. So if we fail to stop a spell drain, we lose 25% less than we should. These guys are just too dangerous right now. Oh, there's one dead. We do have our auto hit. Why don't I throw on B. Barden's dagger? And we'll use our son of a bitch. We'll use our bull rush to auto hit on the next swing. There's another one dead. And jungle palsy unequipped the dagger. B. Barden is a halfling, by the way, guys, and in the lore in the game, he's a halfling who... there was a terrible archmage named Salnash who led a massive attempt to take over the world from his fortress of Lornar Salnak with an army of orcs in the Horned Jungles. And, you know, the armies of the world clash. It was like a big world war type thing, or at least continental war. And B. Barden snuck into the tower of Lornar Salnak and actually managed to assassinate Salnash just by being this little tiny halfling. So he is a massive hero. There's a day of celebration devoted to him called B. Barden Day. And we found his dagger. We could go here with a 35% chance to get 1 to 10 attribute points. We throw it down the well, but 35%, I'd rather just have the experience, frankly. Another one over here. Where's our temple? Press Control T. That is a hero, Drac, Euparkeria legend. He's the most powerful Euparkeria there is in this universe. You drop 3 items if killed. Worth a lot of experience. Come on, man. We could, I could stand here and fight him and ensure that we have a better chance of killing him, right? By using the gore for 30 turns, we do 2 extra damage on top of our plus 4 damage for melee attacks. We would probably kill him outright if we hit him. But he's going to hit us 5 times likely before we hit him. Nonetheless, let's do it. Drac. Got us once. Got us twice. 3 times. Man, 11 swings. We are not getting lucky, guys. 14. 15. 16. 17 swings we haven't hit him yet, with a 20% chance. 18 swings. Alright, we gotta stop this. Well, we can always take our tomato, I guess. Alright, our bonus ran out. Sunflower seeds. The gourd will possibly remove poisoning if we have it. Could also poison us or cause poison damage. This will give us back a little bit of health and a fair amount of spell points. I think that's everything on the level, guys. Aside from the Euparkeria, which are a little bit here, which are obviously kicking our ass. That one, now he's almost dead. If he'd had the spell still going, we'd have been fine there. Man, I'm tempted to finish him off now. Nope, let's get out of here before he kills us. Or before they cumulatively do. I don't think we have any way to heal anymore either, do we? You know what we could do? What the hell? Oh no, we can't. We don't have enough faith anymore because he got drained. I was going to summon an Orcish champion from Hornus, but with 29 faith, I don't think we can. No. I think they're level 4 monsters, so Punish Weakling won't kill them. Let's go ahead and jump in the water, guys, and, you know, hope for something good. We had such bad luck, I don't know. No, it is a cursed pool. We lose 1 point of dexterity. Let's jump in the other pool. One of the other pools. Let's look on the map. It's just these two, eh? Let's also pick this fruit on the way by. Another carrot. Let's go ahead and eat something. It'll heal us. I think that's the best bet for healing. There you go, blessed pool. You got 8 points of strength. Let's hope for a cure disease, man. We really need it. No effect. Alright, let's go ahead and search this dead body before we leave. Found a map, can't read it. Got some faith, though, because there's an evil act. We did disturb a mains, which is a low-level undead. We can take it. Probably. There you go, it's dead. Alright, let's get out of here. This level's turning into a death sentence. So our labyrinthine instincts kicked in, guys. That means this is some sort of maze-type level. But because of that, our the Linger Warning got pushed back by 400 turns. So instead of being between 900 and 1200 turn, it'll be between 1300 and 1600 will be the turn we have to be off here by. There's a hanging body over here. I think we're going to call it there, though, guys. It's been, in conjunction with the earlier bit, much more than a half hour. I'll be back when I can, probably tomorrow. More of this. I'm glad that we didn't have an error in that big error I spent time on. I did fix the one little error with the crawling corpse's name when it came out. It turns out it was just because I was using a string cat command instead of a string copy command when I was working with these names of new monsters in that one circumstance. But that's it. Okay. I hope you have a great day, guys, wherever you are. I will talk to you soon. Q. Yes. See ya.